Okay, hi, welcome back. I'm very zoomed in right now, I know, but yesterday I posted a video saying my thoughts about The Last of Us leaks, and I went to sleep, and then when I woke up, The Last of Us features and gameplay trailer has been released, and it's 10 minutes, well, it's 10 minutes 40 seconds, so I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna make sure that this is the only one only one that's been released, okay? Oh my god, I'm probably gonna eat all my words, but let's give it a watch. Also, I just woke up, so I'm still kind of out of it, I won't lie, but my headphones aren't connected. Okay, they're connected now. I'm very nervous.
I'm coming.
More than 2 years ago, when we were finishing Last of Us Part 2, and we were working on those flashbacks within that scene for the first game, we got excited with the idea of like, oh man, what if we made The Last of Us Part 1 to look as good, if not better, than what we have done with Last of Us Part 2, which we really pushed the boundaries of like what we could do from gameplay and a graphical standpoint, and felt like if we do that, we could actually come even closer to our original vision of what the first game would have been had we not been constrained by technology.
The
I'm just gonna say Joel looks so good.
original creative vision of The Last of Us, I think in a lot of ways was larger than what the PlayStation 3 was capable of.
The tech of the PS5, it's like an open box of tools and goodies that we can play from and draw from. The 4K, HDR, improved haptics, 60 frames, help us to reimagine The Last of Us. It gave us opportunities to rebuild our characters at the highest fidelity. Not only are the characters more detailed, I mean down to the irises and the pupil depth. You know, you fall into the eyes of the characters. Aside from that,
She looks so cute. Okay, I know this is still just visual, but I'm a sucker for visuals, okay? And Riley, everyone, oh my god.
the facial animation is just way more believable. Like all the nuances, all the little subtle reactions, glances, glares, right? Like you get all of it almost closer to sort of the original performances.
So no matter what, you stick to me like glue.
Like glue.
Like glue.
Got it.
Good, good.
We are able now to not only just have the highest fidelity characters in the cutscene, but
I did not like that look. I did not like that look.
also in gameplay. It's the same character, so now we can do these seamless transitions in and out. Every part of the game has benefited from seamless transitions and emotional scripting.
Pretty good, huh?
Our stories happen in gameplay, on a stick.
She knew my mom.
All this stuff is designed to keep you constantly in this world.
Riley, come here. Now you got this, go.
Oh my god.
One of the things that the PlayStation 5 is really enabling is that we're able to have a density of physics objects in a scene that we could never do before. Like, this has always been the dream, is to have this number of bumpables, chippables, breakables, destructible objects in a scene. It just makes the world feel rich, makes it feel lived in. Materials kind of have the properties that you'd expect. The turret truck in Pittsburgh, when it's firing at you and it's just ripping apart the concrete and sending objects flying left and right.
Seeing things break, like there's fear, there's a real fear that it invokes.
And it's giving us a much more dynamic range of gameplay to play with.
Surround him!
Our AI tech has just increased incredibly. What we were building the basis off of was The Last of Us Part 2's AI. And it has sophisticated systems for things like the fundamental knowledge model of how these NPCs perceive and understand what the player is much more sophisticated.
Now how the enemies are communicating with each other, how they're chasing you, how they're flanking you, how intense that fight feels, it's so much more rewarding coming out of it from the other side.
Get out!
One of the other big AI improvements is the buddies. The buddies technology that we developed for The Last of Us Part 2 has this very sophisticated understanding of like, okay, this is where the enemies can see their exposure. We not only have exposure, we have future exposure. So buddies can know, okay, that enemy is walking forward and they're about to round this corner. So in 3 seconds, that corner is going to be exposed. So I'd better move now to avoid this enemy seeing me. Whoa. This really lets the buddies make very complex decisions and maintain that feeling of stealth much more believable.
Okay, I'm just gonna say quickly, the NP, or the buddies as they call it in part 2, the only one who's really actually OP is Joel. The others pretty useless, not gonna lie, but I think they kind of did that on purpose because Joel, obviously out of all of them, is the most experienced. So I do like that Joel's the most helpful, but I just find that interesting. And also there are multiple times actually where, especially in the flashback and finding strings, if you as Ellie push Joel out of cover, he'll get caught by infected. It's really cool.
Another big enhancement to the gameplay is that we have this technology called motion matching. Motion matching is this technology that's basically using logic that tries to match the desired movement to a bucket of hundreds of animations. A mocapped actor has gone in and run this whole gauntlet of movements to get a really full set of all the different ways a person can move. And then it's basically every frame trying to find the best matching animation that fits the path of where the character is going to go. And this motion model just gives this really seamless sense of transition. The player's movement is just a lot cleaner. It's this really smooth, organic movement through the space.
First, we just had to build that core experience. And then beyond that, we wanted to add several features that fans have been asking for. For example, we now have a permadeath mode. Along that, we've added a brand new speedrun mode, so players can time themselves. There's a whole community of gamers that just want to see how fast they can play through this game. Beyond that,
No! What is this? What is this? What did you do to my Joel? Why'd they give him the shortest hair? He still has some hair. Why'd they cut it so short?
players can time themselves. There's a whole community of gamers that just want to see how fast they can play through this game.
Why is it so short? Why is it so short?
Beyond that, we added a bunch more of unlockables. So there's
Oh my god! I just want to see that again.
themselves. There's a whole community of gamers that just want to see how fast they can play through this game.
Ugh.
Beyond that,
Done
we
with it.
added a bunch more of
Oh my gosh. I'm so excited for this. He looks he looks so sad.
unlockables. So there's all these different outfits for Ellie and Joel that people can unlock. A model viewer mode so people can really appreciate
Oh my god. Sorry, I know I keep pausing it. Oh, you did not have to do that to me.
Joel that people can unlock. A model viewer mode so people can really
This is the art, right? His smile, their smiles.
appreciate the details. We added award-winning accessibility features.
Every single accessibility option that we offer, that's a barrier removed for someone.
As she surveys the apartment, her eyes wander to Joel. She steps past the couch. He wears the wristwatch Sarah gifted him, which now has a cracked face.
To my knowledge, this is the first PlayStation game that has audio description built into the game, built into the cinematics.
That's so cool.
Now it's nighttime. Joel stirs in his sleep.
And that's really the way we've tried to push the frontier of accessibility on this game.
Okay, I love that they did that. That is such a cool thing to implement. That's so cool. Actually, props to them for including that inclusivity.
So much of the identity of The Last of Us is the world.
We revamped completely the art direction. You know, everything from these expansive vistas that not only are they beautiful, but you feel the environments. You feel the environments in a much more visceral way. The rooftops overlooking the Capitol building, for example, like just the breath of fresh air when you go up there and you just
Okay, I still think the lighting in this area is a bit weird. I know that it's towards like the sunset, but it's very pinky tone, so he looks just like orange.
You feel that sort of release in tension, and then to juxtapose that down in the tunnels in Wilds, and you get that dank, flooded tunnel feel, that humidity, you can actually feel it. All these environments are just completely reimagined.
Now we got our engine on the PS5, those haptics, the 3D audio, the fast loading. It really creates a much more immersive, and because of that, much more emotional experience.
One of the things I absolutely love with the 3D audio in The Last of Us Part 1 is being able to hear an enemy before they sneak up on you. And trying to do a stalker fight with the 3D audio is just so much fun. You're hearing them skitter around in a different room, and you're hearing them trying to get it behind you. Having that two-part reaction of like hearing, turning, seeing, reacting, it just really heightens that sense of just being
I hate this area. I hate this area. I'm so scared for this area.
grounded. You are in this character. You are in this world.
Oh God.
Now, with the PlayStation 5, the amount of control that developers have over the DualSense, it's really, really cool. All the guns in the game have a variable amount of resistance on the triggers when you aim them. The way it works with the bow is that at the very beginning, when they're starting to draw the bow, there's a little bit of resistance. And then as the bow gets tauter and tauter, the amount of resistance is increasing. And then when you release the bow, you're also getting that resistance going out of the trigger. When you are aiming and firing the shotgun, you're going to get a haptic vibration on the shot. And then what I think is one of the ways that the DualSense really advances things is you're going to get a haptic vibration on the pump of the shotgun. And what's much more sophisticated about that on the DualSense is that in effect has a little like speaker in it. And it's playing an audio file that comes through in the vibrations. And those two beats is what you're going to feel on the controller.
Looks like a good spot.
This also ties in to the new workbench animations. So if you're seeing Joel taking apart a gun or screwing something in or putting a new stock on a gun, that moment where he's like jamming that on, you're going to get that haptic feedback on that. We have, haptics all across the board, for all the moments you kind of expect, for clambering, jumping, landing, meleeing, getting meleeed, like all those kind of high intensity moments we have represented in the haptics. What I personally absolutely adore is the way we can enhance the really like quiet, subtle moments of gameplay. So it's like when Joel goes in to pet the giraffe, getting that little light touch on the haptics as he's petting the giraffe. To me, that's the essence of The Last of Us. It's the high tension moments, it's the low tension moments, it's all of it feeling grounded. You're feeling immersed in this world. It's all about bringing you along with that story in as many ways as we can. And that's what the new technology on the PlayStation 5 is allowing.
So is that everything you hoped for?
Why does his gray look so
Jury's still out.
There's something special about that
Why does his beard look so gray? I mean,
core experience of playing as Joel and Ellie on this journey. Then to take that experience and really honor it and keep the authenticity of it, but elevate it in every way possible, whether it's pipeline, whether it's art direction, whether it's a technology, everything that allows us to make that experience better. Not different, extremely better. That's why, to me, this is the definitive way to play The Last of Us.
okay. Firstly, I'm still so excited for it. Whatever, even though I said a lot in my video yesterday, how I was disappointed from the leaks, I'm still very excited for it. And I still love this game. It looks amazing. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's just like, we still didn't get too much on actual gameplay, not of what I would have expected anyway. Maybe I was just thinking it wrong, but it was still more so comparing bring like visuals and new additions to the game, such as the gameplay modifiers, the skins, the model viewers, stuff like that. It looks absolutely beautiful. I don't understand how you can say that this doesn't look different. Like, of course it's not going to look too different because they're recreating the same models but just as realistic. When Last of Us 2 came out, everyone was like, oh my god, Ellie looks amazing. And I think one of the big reasons is that it was such a big jump because like she was young and she was old, and everyone like, oh my god, she looks so good. They didn't like young Ellie, but also Joel. Everyone found Joel great looking, which I entirely agree. But I think now that part 1 seems to be remade, everyone's like, oh no, it doesn't look any different, when it does. You might not think it does, but it quite clearly does look different. It really does look different, and it looks so beautiful. The new environments, Tommy, Tess, Bill, David. David looks very scary. I'm so excited for it. You kind of look like Maria's model, but just everything about it. I'm definitely getting like the WLF vibes from this part though. Like, it looks like some of the stuff has been taken over from it. Joel looks beautiful. It's me just simming over him. The haptic feedback is cool. The fact that they've implemented it when Joel pets the giraffe is amazing. That's so cool. The workbench looks really cool. Henry and Sam, they look so cool too. 3D audio, the bow and the shotgun. I still don't know whether it will be £70 worth. I think that's something that I can really only say once I've played it, but I'm gonna play it. I had no doubts that I was ever gonna play it, even with the Elite gameplay. It does look in the where was that scene? We did get this small scene of them that we actually got of the Elite footage, and it looks so much better. This scene alone, Joel looks so much smoother when running, and here it is. Wow, got it perfect. Oh no.
Materials can have the property.
What does she throw here? I literally replayed this the other day, and I swear she doesn't have smoke bombs.
World feel.
Oh, it might be a nail bomb. No, might be a nail bomb.
The properties that you'd expect. The turret truck in.
Yeah, with that explosion, I think it's a nail bomb. The other thing though was the bloater. So look at Ellie, sorry. Look at her, she's so cute. I'm like covering half her face, but she's so cute.
HDR, improved haptics.
I mean, yeah, that looks so much like The Last of Us 2. I know it's just throwing a bottle, but the smoothness of it. I reckon the footage, the Elite footage we got was definitely old. Let's hope Ellie's not broken in the game when it comes out.
AI tech has just increased match
so
the
this part
desired
is
movement
definitely on
to a
an easier
bucket of
difficulty.
Hundreds of animations. A mocap
But
actor
so
has
much
gone in
smoother
and
still.
run the
I was kind of iffy about it, but from the leaked footage, but
path of where the character is going to go.
no, it doesn't feel clunky. It feels so smooth. Genuinely. I'm so sorry. I doubted you, Naughty Dog. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. I take back everything I said.
And then beyond that, we want
I mean, yeah, I think Joel aiming does look a bit weird. Okay, so yeah, this was the shot that I was talking about in my video last time. You see how he kind of looks weird, but it does look less so weird in this version. His arm just looks very elongated here. Oh, he is using a different gun though. But no, yeah, he definitely looks better. This looks better than this. I was worried about this because it just looked weird. And it's very, I don't want to say choppy, but it does feel clunky when he goes to aim it, whereas this doesn't seem to be the case. I'm very glad for the permadeath. I'm excited for permadeath. Will it be done with grounded mode, or is that going to come a bit later? I'm still mad about this. I'm still very mad about this. What did you do to him? Why did you butcher him? Why is it so flat? Tommy looks great though, and I love this model viewer. Okay, is there a blue one? Oh, I think there's a blue one. He looks so cute.
your remote so people.
This. Like, the fact that they've done this is so sweet. It's kind of sad that we didn't get this moment in game, but just having the model of it. Watch them come out with this, like, model. I actually, you know what? I reckon they're gonna release these two as statues.
A model view.
Oh my god, I did it again. I reckon they are gonna release these two as statues, though.
A model viewer mode so people could really appreciate.
I'd be very surprised if they don't do it. Like genuinely, I'll be very surprised if they don't go ahead and make these models. They'll probably be very expensive, but I really want it. And the fact that they've added audio description into it too, that's so cool. Who said it? I can't remember who said it, but this hasn't really been done before. Not that I know of anyway. He just looks so handsome. He got tiny ears. He has very tiny ears, actually. Maybe I just think ears are big. Maybe my ears are big. I don't know. He has a tiny, like, low part. I have quite a big one. I have 3 piercings, though, so... The 3 piercings didn't make it big. I'm just saying I can get 3 piercings because... Okay, I'll shut up. I wish we had seen a bit more of actual gameplay though. I think a lot of it was just like comparing cutscenes and stuff like that. But that could be because they're still polishing gameplay. I'm scared for David's part, but I think I'm scared more so for the hotel. God, I'm terrified. He actually looks like he's struggling. So expressions seem to be okay too.
Honor it and keep
And
their...
Ellie, yeah, they were both struggling. I'm happy. I'm very happy now. I am terribly, terribly sorry. I doubted you, Naughty Dog. I truly am. I take back everything I said because this looks amazing. And even if gameplay... Wait, was there a melee attack? I can't remember if he did melee. No, I think the only melee we got was of him smashing the cooker's head in. Oh, wait.
Like all those kind of
Okay, yeah. Look, it's so much better.
clambering, jumping, landing, meleeing, getting meleeed, like all those kind of high intensity.
So much better. I love how he has the snow on his head. It's so cute. But yeah, meleeing is so much better now. Definitely was a bit annoyed with the leak footage because I was worried that was how it's going to be. Although we didn't see it with the wood, it was just his arm. But although the camera does pan still a bit, it's so much smoother.
Jumping, landing, meleeing, getting meleeed, like all those kind of high intensity
Yeah.
moments we have represented in the haptics.
Oh my god, that's so cool. I think they might have reused it but made it better. I can't really tell with hand-to-hand melee because I never used that really too much in The Last of Us Remastered, but there was one thing that I was gonna say. Oh yeah, dodging. There isn't anything about dodging. I don't care about proning. I definitely don't think Joel would realistically be able to prone. So I'm actually fine with him not proning because he probably wouldn't fit. Let's be honest. But dodging, I'm a bit mad about no dodging. I won't lie. It doesn't seem like he dodges. I don't think there's any dodging. So yeah, I don't think there's any dodging, which I'm still pretty sad about, but I'm okay with everything else. I'm actually really happy with everything else, with everything that we were kind of shown in that. I'm very, very excited for it. Again, Naughty Dog, I bow down to you. I'm so sorry for doubting you. It looks so cool and I'm so hyped to play it. But I'm gonna leave that there for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and hopefully I'll see you in another video. Okay, bye.